whether they feel that there was malpractice in an election, for so long as they present overwhelming evidence before the courts of law, then they've got the right to appeal, and those seats may and can be contested. But one of the things that we need to take concern or issue our concern with is with regard, for example, the UPND already has the majority seats, which is about 83, and the Patriotic Front has about 61. What we have in Zambia is a very, very strong whip system, and whip system in this regard, we're referring to the fact that once members of parliament are in parliament, they vote in line with what the party wants. Now, the danger with this, if you continue contesting the election, questions are being risen as to whether are they genuinely doing this, or this is a deliberate attempt to weaken the opposition in this regard. So I've heard several people mentioning that there is no way in one place where there's an overwhelming vote for the president, and then in another area the MP wins who's for Patriotic Front. Those are unmerited concerns. People voted for those MPs maybe because they worked, or maybe because they loved the Patriotic Front. We ask all well-meaning Zambians, including those that are contesting the election, to be very, very careful as they are petitioning these seats, because you risk a situation where Zambia becomes now a dictatorship, where every agenda that the executive, which is the UPND, passes or wants to pass a bill in parliament, it will pass unchallenged, because the opposition party and also independent MPs are not enough to contest the agenda of the executive in parliament. So for us to have a vibrant democracy, for us to be able to give checks and balances, so which is the only conduit, the conveyor belt is the opposition, one of the major means of giving checks and balances. So if we're going to weaken the opposition, then we risk turning this country into a dictatorship, and that is not what we want. So let things be as they are. Already the ruling party has more than enough seats, and we ask that even those that are going to be, whether they're being independent or whether they're Patriotic Front, we ask that they actually vote based on what is good for this country as bills are being passed. So we need to take care, otherwise we risk Zambia deteriorating or retrogressing into a dictatorship.